So in Replit today, we are going to do some programs on maths. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to Create Replit. And again, we are doing C++. So we're going to make sure we select C++. I'm just going to call this math program today, okay? So I'm going to go to create my Replit, and it's going to, again, create your environment that you need for coding. So remember, inside the main block is where you're going to need everything. But this time we're going to import a library, and it's going to be include math, because we want to be able to use the math functions, not C maths. Math. Sorry, C math. Fix that again. All right. So we've got include C math, and then we're going to make sure we've included using namespace again. And remember, at the end of each line, it's important to include the semicolon. Excuse my syntax errors today. I don't need the hashtag there. Now, we've set that up. We're using the libraries. And what we want to do is I want to do a simple program that gets an input of a number. So what I'm going to do to start off with is I'm going to output onto the screen. And remember the direction of the arrows. Please enter a number. Okay? And that's going to ask for the input of that number. And I need to close the line off. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take an integer, and this is going to be my number, all right? And again, you must close the line off. So I've called it an integer. Remember, if you want to work with decimals, all right, you use double, all right? But we're just using this. And then again, cin, so computer in, all right? We're going to get my number. So that's now going to get the input. Now, what I want to be able to do is multiply that number. So what I can do is I can go cout. I'm going to say double number is, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to say my number times 2 end line. Okay, so what that's done there is it's taken my number and it's multiplying it by 2. You can actually assign it to variables as we have done in the previous videos. So next thing we're going to do is cout number. We're going to square it that. Oh, we need my number. All right. We're going to square it now. Squared is, and this one is power. So whereas in Python, you may have seen the up arrow to do things to the power of, in C++, we use POW. That's given me an error there because I've used the wrong variable name. So what we've got here is outputting on the screen double of what the number is, and it multiplies it. So that's doing that there. Then we're going to output, and we're going to say the number squared is POW to the power of, okay, my number to the power of 2. That's what that's saying. Now, if I run this now, it's going to ask me for a number. So I'm going to run that. And it's going to compile it. So you need to let Replit do its job and compile it because we're working with, you can also actually do the square root, all right? So I'm going to put the number in over here, which is, we're going to use 4 and press enter. Double number is 8, 4 squared is 16. And then you could actually work with the square root by using sqrt, and that will work out the square root as well. So that's your first simple video on how to use some maths and how you can embed that into what you've learned already.